Welcome to Wanstead Flats, home of Senrab FC, probably the most famous Sunday League club in the world. These pitches are a far cry from the bright lights of the Premier League, but it's here that some of the biggest players in the game learnt the basics with Senrab. Since its foundation in 1961, the club has developed as a breeding ground for some of the Southeast's most talented footballers, where the old boys read as a bit of a who's who into Premier League football. But what is it about Senrab that makes it so successful in unearthing and then nurturing future stars? This club is renowned, almost you could say the world over, for what they have produced as a Sunday League club, a local club in the East End.
Yeah.
Who's come from here?
The first big name probably was Ray Wilkins, half of the Chelsea team of the late 70s, early 80s. Steve McKenzie from Man City scored the wonder goal in the 81 Cup final.
Jermain Defoe, John Terry, Ledley King.
170 professionals with 20 full internationals.
Are these kids aware of the alumni of the club that they play for?
Of course.
Do you know some of the players who have played for Senrab in the past?
Jermain Defoe.
How does that feel knowing that those guys play for the same team?
I just think it's a good opportunity because we're in their seat and we can just, and it's literally ours for taking.
Did you guys feel like one of you guys could be the next John Terry?
Ronaldo.
Next Ronaldo? No, Ronaldo didn't play for Senrab, I know that for a fact. Was Jermain around when you were coaching back 20 years ago?
Yeah, he was always cheeky, always confident.
They had a reputation there. They were the club then. They were the team to be in, Senrab. They were one of the biggest teams in London to be in. Senrab have been going 62, 63 years.
What is it about Senrab that makes it different to other clubs in your opinion?
I don't know, obviously it's got the history to it now, the players it's developed. People who have played here tend to come back, like say a generation later, bring their kids back here because of the reputation, the attention, the skill, development of the individual players.
What's different about the training at Senrab?
It makes us improve.
Yeah, we're getting better as we go along. Each week is something harder, so we're basically moving up a step.
We try and build teams to start playing from the back. Keep the ball down, no long ball games. We try and develop them through their positions. We work on what's good for their position on the field and then we work on that. Win or lose, we'll always give 100% at Senrab. Every team will give 100%.
Senrab FC takes its name from the street the club founder used to live on. Senrab is Barnes backwards. In 2011, with the rise in price of training equipment and hire facilities and the loss of financial support from the local council Tower Hamlets, the club faced a desperate financial struggle and almost slipped from existence.
We have the lowest signing on fees of anywhere, and we don't do it for financial gain. And I think our budget this year, about £16,000. What has happened, because of the success of the club, people think that we are doing everything right and they don't need funding.
It's incredible that you can play at such a high standard with such little facilities.
Yeah, it is. It's remarkable because when we go to away games all over Essex, you'll see clubs with training facilities, clubhouses, they've got training kits, they've got their own bags with initials on, they've got everything you can think of. Sometimes our boys are envious of that. I always say to the boys, it's not what they've got, it's what you do on the field. Yep. And they don't like Senrab because we come down there and we're the team to beat.
The Football Association, the Football Foundation say they're spending millions on grassroots football. Well, let them come to East London and see they're putting nothing into these kids, and these kids live in the most deprived area of the UK.
Yeah, you'd like a little bit more generosity and understanding from powers that be to realise what the club gives to the local area, gives the boys the facilities and an activity that keeps them off the streets, keeps them fit and keeps them engaged.
People say put the fees up, fair enough, but then some of these kids' parents can't afford to pay the extra money.
What's the first thing that you'd like to see changed?
I would like to see the philosophy that everybody must be treated equally, right? And that means the kids in the inner cities must be treated the same as the kids in the rural areas. And if they say, well, there's not this, that, then they've got to double their efforts, because by not having the facilities and not training 3 times a week, these kids are being denied the chance to be pro footballers.
It'll be nice to have our own clubhouse, our own pitches. It'd be nice to have more coaches come in and help alongside with the kids as well.
What would happen if you guys didn't have Senrab?
Oh, we would be nothing.
What does Senrab mean to you?
That we all have a chance to become great Premier League players.
It's my weekends that I look forward to, coaching young ones.
It's my passion, it's my second job, it is my club basically, and I love it.
In coming down to Senrab today, it's been fascinating to learn how just one Sunday League club can have such an impact on the greater English game. But we've also seen that maintaining it seems to be the hardest part, because it doesn't come cheaply. It's evident that these grassroots football clubs like Senrab are vital for the greater community, the local community, and these kids' development and enjoyment. But it's just as alarming to realise that because of politics and funding, we may miss out on the next John Terry or Jermain Defoe.